Here's the floater. A rebound by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside for Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 11 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Green. Now here's Curry from deep three-point territory. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. On the clock. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 26 points.
Well, hey, that's using all of the shot clock, right? Edwards beats the buzzer.
Butler passes to Curry. Randall grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Outside, Green. Baden outside. Butler on the way. Count it. 8 points for him.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Edwards inside. He's defended by Podziemski. Edwards, good.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
And Green slams it in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Edwards drives in. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Kuminga kicks to Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside, Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Inside. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup with the Kings, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garza's checked in, and it's Reed in for Randall. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Golden State's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Reed against Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Back to Kuminga. Curry against DiVincenzo. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 17 points here in the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Now Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. And Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. Finished off the break. 42 points for Anthony Edwards.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Reed. Here's Butler. And the shot falls short this time. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside, Edwards. Tries again. Garza. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 5 rebounds tonight. Butler in the corner. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Kept alive. Back to DiVincenzo. Right side, Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from 3-point land. Edwards got 45 points.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
Butler kicks to Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Minnesota making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Golden State's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Down low. Here's Post. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Fields checked in for the Warriors. Back to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Moody. Edwards, no good. The Warriors shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Healed right side. Pass to post. Ingles against Butler. Takes it inside. Yes, that goes in. Butler's got 16.
Timeout.
Well, look, you can't give Butler these lanes to the rim. He's explosive on the attack.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. 11 seconds left in the third. And it's Clark in the corner. Alexander Walker with the ball. And so it's Minnesota with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Clark. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them.
I know.
And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Curry. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Alexander Walker passes to Reid.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now Curry. Hield outside. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. He gets it in there.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Reid with a screen for DiVincenzo. The long distance three is buried.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Hield, defended by Alexander Walker. Hield can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Reid. Off target with his three. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Now here's Curry. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Moody the pass to Hield. Another three for Golden State.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Miller. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Alexander Walker. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to post. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, no good by Golden State. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. Takes a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Clark. Takes it off the glass. Curry's got 23. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 23.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Golden State's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed. DiVincenzo with it. Ingles with a screen on Curry. And here is DiVincenzo. Oh, good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
But Podziemski's shot is good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
There's the pick. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's DiVincenzo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, DiVincenzo.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Outside, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Draymond Green.
An unconventional shot, no doubt, but it works. Green showing he has the touch to hurt you from there.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the... to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got 10 points here in the second half. Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and a deep three from Curry. Can't connect from long distance.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Pass to Shannon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Left side, Butler fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, great answer there from Jimmy Butler. You don't want to anger him.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
DiVincenzo kicks to Clark. Back to DiVincenzo. There's a screen. Takes the three. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great